Hello again. Welcome back to Movie Ninja. I just saw the Without Remorse trailer for Prime Video, and behold, the origin story of Killmonger. This looks. This is probably, like, for me, thus far. I mean, we're just short into this year, and yet this seems to be the most successful, like, action movie, like, trailer that's come out so far. So this start Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is apparently like he's the John Wick of special forces. it's like when I'm watching this and just like seeing him go to work, and he's like, there's something inside me. I just can't shut it off. I was like, because you should be ruling Wakanda. That's where that draft comes from. Anyways, okay, like obviously Michael B. Jordan, he continues to impress. He actually has a decent breadth of work prior to doing a lot more like action stuff, like in the Creed films and later on with, there's Killmonger in the MCU. He actually does have really good acting chops. He can bring a decent amount of drama and veritas along with athletic aggressiveness, like to his roles apparently, and like this was particularly like, okay, Michael B. Jordan starts out special forces guy. The thing, like, it's a rule in movies: action heroes can't have families. They can't. They can never have. They should never bother getting married. Never bother having children. Nope. Because eventually they'll just be pieces of a larger story, mostly revolving revenge. So Michael B. Jordan, Special Forces man, comes back to the United States. He's gotten settled down. He's married. He's expecting probably his first child, and unfortunately, some terrorists they followed him. And they fall into his house, and they just, oh my goodness, they the John Wick his wife. Oh my goodness, like you see that one moment where he's just on the bed and he's like screaming like, oh my goodness, no. At first I just thought like, okay, because the way that it opens up, at first I just thought, oh, they took a few pot shots at him, and then someone in a intel office somewhere is like, I hope they finish him off, otherwise, like he'll never stop and he'll just keep coming. This, like, I believe it. Yes, and like the premise in and of itself. Now this is based off of like a Tom Clancy novel. I don't know how old the novel is, but I think it's safe to say that Tom Clancy, he's been in the game for a while, so he was probably writing these types of storylines, like take away everything from the main character and they have nothing to lose and they'll do anything for revenge and things like that. This is just straight up impressive. I'm not gonna there's not too much more to analyze like for this. Like I said, Michael B. Jordan looks intense, as he should. He's a man whose entire life has been changed for the worse, and so he goes after, like, they said, like, this is a terrorist attack on American soil. Okay, so like, and that's in line with Tom Clancy. I haven't read Tom Clancy books, but like my dad has read nearly all of them, and we talk, and it's Tom Clancy heroes. They can never catch a break, never ever. So this is the final scene. The final scene. I'm tripping over my words because of that final scene. Like, I guess he also causes like a car crash, douses a car in gasoline, and lights it on fire. It's like, okay, like without remorse, without hesitation, would probably be like another appropriate title for this, just because like he won't stop. You don't get Michael B. Jordan mad at you. This is the best action movie trailer that I've seen so far. So far this year. And Prime is spoiling us. A few days from now, we got the Coming to America premiere. Like just 2 days from now, this is going to be coming out in April, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that a distributor releases the trailer fairly close to its release date instead of Spider-Man. Like essentially 3/4 of the year is like, oh, by the way, this is just a teaser trailer. 3/4 of the year, but anyways, like I said, Prime Video has a treat ready and waiting for us. Michael B. Jordan looks intense. This looks like, I think he's properly trying to break into action films as like maybe his bread and butter for for his acting career. And if he does, I really hope that he paces himself, doesn't necessarily commit himself to like exclusively one franchise and whatnot. But it looks great. Without Remorse. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you very much. If you liked my praise gushing and my celebratory rambling, please feel free to if you like this as well as some of my other content very similar. Please feel free to subscribe to help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining me here on Movie Ninja, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.